Welcome
back
to Christmas in July cast.
Christmas in July. Because it's warm, and I would like to be less warm.
Well, actually, imagine this.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine it's snowing outside, some winds blowing the snow, not perpendicular to the ground.
Mm-hmm.
It's collecting on the windowsill, and you're snuggled up right next to a warm fire as it crackles, and we all say, hey, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
In July.
But it's July, so it's Merry Christmas in July.
So today on our Christmas special, we would like to review some Christmas jokes.
Christmas.
For you, Dad.
For you.
Thank you.
For Christmas.
So,
for dads.
Santa, you want to get right into that?
I would love to.
All right. I have a joke for you.
I can't wait to hear this joke.
Okay. Who is a Christmas tree's favorite singer?
Who?
Bruce Springsteen.
Oh my god. That's a very Christmassy joke.
While this is a pun, it's Christmas. Let's be nice.
It's so hot where we are recording currently. June is wearing long pants and a shirt. I don't know. June is not well equipped for the weather. Does that work? Welcome to Spooky Cast.
Welcome to Scary Christmas Cast.
Scary.
If you'd like to add to the ambience in your own setting, please turn off the lights. If you're at home, turn off your lights. If you're in a Starbucks, ask them to turn off the lights. Not sponsored.
Not a sponsor. But back to the joke at hand.
Yes. Bruce Springsteen.
I am a fan of this joke. Good lord, am I. I was not expecting such a... There's something very poignant about a Bruce Springsteen reference that I was taken by surprise by this joke. I appreciate it very much. I think... Good God.
It's fun. It's fun. It's family friendly. It is a pun, but it's Christmas in July. So
it is.
I think
it truly is.
I think that we should give this a 4 out of 5. Christmas Garfields.
Wow.
Yeah.
I would agree. I think I'm still very stuck on the Bruce Springsteen aspect of this joke, but the Bruce Springsteen aspect of this joke for me does punch up its score quite a bit.
Alright, so 4 out of 5. I have another question for you.
Yes.
What is Santa's favorite snack?
What is Santa's favorite snack?
Crisp Pringles.
Ha ha ha!
I don't get it.
Not a sponsor.
Not a sponsor.
What's interesting about this joke is that it isn't funny.
And it doesn't make sense.
And it doesn't really make that much sense.
If you understand how it makes sense, please, in the comments below, please tell us.
I believe that they are trying to make a play on Kris Kringle, the alternative name for Santa.
Why?
But it just is not funny. And that's interesting to me. Disappointing, to be sure.
Cannibalism is not funny.
It is nothing to be joked about.
And
not when it's the holidays.
And self-hatred is not a toy to be messed with.
This joke gets... It's lost my respect.
Yeah. I guess as joke connoisseurs, you really have to think about the implications of a joke.
Mm-hmm. The necessity of it. Is it appropriate for the current political climate? Is
it
appropriate for the current... Yes.
As festive men, we have to look through it in a happy and joyous Christmas light. And this is not happy or joyous.
It's neither.
So
it's awful.
So I'm gonna give it a 1 out of 5.
1 out of 5 Christmas Garfields.
Yeah. So just keep that in mind. All right. Let's have one more before we go into our sponsored segment.
All right.
I'm getting an advertisement, sorry. Oh. So, how is an alphabet... I lost it, but I think I know how this goes.
Oh, no.
How is the alphabet regularly different from the alphabet on Christmas?
How?
On Christmas, it has no L.
Ha ha ha.
Get it?
Now, this joke is interesting, and you may notice, listeners, that I am suspiciously shallow in my thought process on this particular day.
Mm-hmm.
And I would like to clarify that since it is the holidays,
Mm-hmm.
and the place we were recording in is about 9,000 degrees, my worries are more with surviving this particular recording than they are with analyzing this joke. But this joke is very interesting to me. As we had discussed on the last episode of Jokecast, I have some trouble with the English and specifically reading it. So this joke is a little bit more difficult for me to understand.
Yes.
And if you could explain it to me, Vivian, that would be helpful.
All right. So essentially, the joke is more. It is verbal, but you have to understand the written punchline. So, the alphabet, as we know, is A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and... Do you know it?
Can't say that I do.
Z.
I see.
But in a
process of elimination, I could have guessed that.
In this Christmas joke, on Christmas, the alphabet has no L, like the letter L. And this is because really
Christmas
the word
is a win. Thank you for laughing.
5 out of 5.
5 out of 5.
No.
Thank you for laughing at that joke. I promise to never make another one on this show again.
Okay. No. So essentially, or basically, this no L is not N-O space L, which is how you write no L in literacy. It's actually N-O-E-L, which is a Christmas figure. You know, like, Noel, Noel.
I think I'm beginning to understand this joke.
Yeah.
However, seeing as I am illiterate, I don't think it fair of me to try to give this joke any kind of score, so I think I should leave this up to you.
Well, I think that this joke is really nice, and I want to give it a 3 out of 5 because it incorporates a high level of thinking that is required among adults and cultural knowledge. So yeah, 3 out of 5 Christmas Garfields.
All right.
I don't want to be exclusionary towards you, but
I appreciate that.
yeah. Boy, it sure is hot in here. I wonder, could our sponsor help with that?
You know, I think that our sponsor just might be able to. Today's festive Jokecast is sponsored by cold weather. Cold weather, weather that is below 80 degrees, certainly below 80 degrees, likely below 50 degrees. But cold weather is very near and dear to our hearts here at Jokecast because we tolerate it and enjoy it to some extent.
Cold weather.
Let's hear it for cold weather.
Woo!
We enjoy cold weather here at Jokecast, at least more than we enjoy very hot weather, which is why we have decided to accept this particular sponsor on today's episode.
Yeah. Really quick, if you use our promo code Jokecast at checkout at the cold weather store, you will actually get 20 degrees off.
Ah, now that is a bargain. You can achieve cold weather at a much lower cost with our sponsorship.
Yes.
Sorry, that was the sound of me dying because it's so warm.
It's not that bad.
It's so hot.
All right. So, back to Christmas in July cast.
Thank you to our sponsor, Cold Weather.
Yeah. Oh, Also, this is the last week for the hashtag Brisp Iced Tea in a Bowl challenge, I believe. Am I correct in saying that?
I believe you are.
Yes. So, before episode, what I would like to say, 6 airs. Yes, before episode 6, season 3 airs. If you would like, please get Brisp Iced Tea, pour it into a bowl, send us a picture of you doing this or something similar to it, and we will put your joke in the Jokecast. Read the description for more info on that. But yes, so 1 week left to do that, and we will read one of those jokes today at the end of Christmas in July cast, kind of like a little Christmas present.
Oh boy.
Yes.
I can't wait.
Yes. So, let's go back to some more festive jokes.
Festive.
Yeah. So, sorry. How did Scrooge win the football game?
How did Scrooge win the football game?
Well, the ghost of Christmas passed.
Ah, ha, ha, ha.
Yeah.
This is a very good joke. But yet again, I know that this is a joke that makes some very complex literary reference that I could never dream to understand.
Well, film reference?
Film. Oh, you're correct. I seem to recall in the critically acclaimed film Santa Buddies, the character
Not a sponsor.
Stan Scrooge, also known as S. Scrooge, is an avid football fan.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the film Santa Buddies,
Not a sponsor.
not a sponsor, is one that is so near and so dear to my heart that I think this joke, by default for me, would get at least a 4 out of 5 Garfields.
Yeah. I think that also there's a pun in there, but I love puns around Christmas especially. And the fact that the ghost of Christmas past sounds a lot like the ghost of Christmas past is very, it's like a play on words of sorts. It's very fun. It's very light. It's very festive. I want to give this a 4 out of 5.
I think that it deserves that. I think with the lightheartedness of the pun in conjunction with the timeless Santa Buddies reference, this joke can claim the hearts of billions across the globe.
Yes. This next joke seems as if it might be written by someone of a lower age. Which is, we really strive for diversity here on Jokecast. But, okay. So, this is under the section reindeer jokes. Are you ready?
I'm prepared.
Okay.
I know about reindeer.
What do reindeer say before they tell you a joke?
What?
This will slay you. Get it?
I do. I can't say that I enjoy this joke.
Well, I think there's a lot to unpack here. Okay, so first of all, reindeer, right? They live up at the North Pole, which, as we have been told, might not exist.
That's true.
But
one of our top informants here at Jokecast has done years of research into the true, I suppose, reality of the North Pole, and we have been informed that there is a chance that the North Pole is not real.
yes. But we have to say that we have to do the research ourselves before we can claim anything.
We can't trust this source on our own. We'd have to look into this, but we will keep you all posted, our audience.
Yes. So, but there's reindeer who live exclusively at the North Pole.
Nowhere else.
Yeah,
Not
well,
a single...
maybe the South Pole.
To be confirmed.
Yes. But they
We
live
don't know
up
this
there
too.
with Santa, who is our number one bae, thotty of all time. And so they are kind of known for telling jokes, actually. Because we hang out with Santa a lot. We go down to his house, which we don't know if it's actually in the North Pole because it's kind of hard to get there. But, like our GPS freaks out, so we just kind of have to drive straight until we get there. So, you don't know. But with Santa, we go and hang out with the reindeer a lot, and they tell a lot of jokes. And they do say this will slay you, and in their own little semi-joke way.
They do.
And so essentially the joke is saying sleigh is in a sleigh that they pull, which is not quite very funny because that's joking about forced labor.
That's really not.
But
Very.
it is a Christmas pun.
Another Christmas pun. A classic.
Yes. This joke, did it slay you?
I would say that it did not. I would say that use of slang in jokes, I feel it to be a bit too niche.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that when possible, jokes should attempt to reach the broadest audience that they can.
Yeah. I think what was slayed in me during this joke was my happiness. When I read it out loud, I realized that, well, it's not fun. It's not funny to joke about this labor that these poor animals go through. This is not a sponsorship by PETA.
It really is not.
But also, just the usage of the word slay in context of a joke, it's not necessarily the same effect, because a joke doesn't have the power to kill somebody.
It does not.
Jokes are a benevolent force.
Jokes are a force of good in the world.
Yes, and
they should never be misconstrued as something less than that.
Yes, and so today, on Christmas in July, special episode Jokecast, we want to give this one a 0.
0 out of 5. 0 out of 5.
A 0 out of 5.
That's appropriate, I believe.
All right, and now, can I get some sleigh bells in the crowd? Ching 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 ching. Yeah, those are some sleigh bells. We don't
have sleigh bells. We do have royalty-free Christmas music, brought to you by Free Music 109 on YouTube.
Thank you.
Also, Jammy Jams.
Thank you.
Thank you to Jammy Jams. Thank you to Free Music 109. Thank you for this royalty-free music. Not a sponsor.
Yes, not a sponsor. Just a thank you.
Just a thank you.
But on this special episode of Jokecast Christmas in July edition, we want to kind of give you an early present. We're going to review one of the Brisp iced tea in a bowl submissions early. This one is by Instagram user I Want a Girl Who Climbs Trees, and it's a lovely picture of it. She seems to be pouring peach Brisp iced tea into a white bowl.
Classic flavor.
Yes, and the joke is not a pun, I don't think. It looks very long, so I don't think it is a pun. It says, a cruise ship passes by a remote island, and all the passengers see a bearded man running around and waving his arms wildly. Captain, one passenger asks, who is that man over there? I have no idea, the captain says, but he goes nuts every year when we pass him.
This joke is cruel. This joke displays the cruelty of the upper classes in our society.
Yes.
And their inability to help those who need it.
Or, I think a different lens you could say is the bourgeoisie not understanding human pain. Because, while they are humans as well, they maybe see this man who is stranded on this island as somebody who is there for vacation, tropical vacation. Maybe he owns the island and he's just excited to see a cruise boat. But they don't realize that he's actually stranded. Is this because they're too busy on the boat to look around them outside of their life of luxury and see? Or is it something else?
The reality of the situation escapes the captain because he is too focused on his job of driving big boat.
Big boat. Yes.
Truly one of the highest honorable positions, most honorable positions that our society has to offer.
Yes.
But that still does not excuse his behavior.
No.
Even someone who drives the biggest boat in the land should not become, what's the word I'm looking for? So blind.
Yes.
To the reality of the world and the pain of others.
Yeah. So a question I have for you, June, is so is this joke making fun of the man or of the captain or both? Is it trying to spread awareness? Is it trying to enlighten? Or is it attempting to make light of this event?
I think that is an interesting query. What lens is this joke presented through? It's clearly from the perspective of neither the captain nor the man on the island. There's not enough clear bias in the joke to be able to tell. So the question remains, who is the punchline? Is it the captain for his foolish blindness? Or is it the man on the island continually snubbed by the person in power?
I guess we'll never know.
Maybe that's how it's supposed to end here on Jokecast.
Yeah. What would you give this joke?
I think that the unanswered questions give it an element of intrigue that I would say deserves 5 out of 5 Christmas Garfields.
I believe it also deserves 5 out of 5 Christmas Garfield, so...
Brilliance.
That's that.
Brilliance.
I hope every one of our listeners has a wonderful Christmas in July, and see you next time.
We'll see you next time, here on Jokecast in Christmas, July.
In July.
Thank you.
Farewell.